You are at the airport in Denpasar 3 days later when the credit card charge hits your phone. 2 million rupees. The hotel in Ubud has billed you for a full extra night because the morning you left, you set the key on the desk, smiled at the cleaner in the hallway, and walked out the door. Nobody at reception ever marked you as gone. In Indonesia, that is not a checkout. That is an open room, and you're the one still in it on paper. One sentence at the front desk would have stopped this, and the rest of the bill surprises too. Here is the sentence and the 4 things to check before you hand the key back. Most travelers think hotel checkout is the act of leaving. In Indonesia, it is the act of telling someone you are leaving. Those are 2 different things, and the gap between them is where the money disappears. Western hotels treat the empty room as the signal. The cleaner finds the key, the system updates, you are gone. Indonesian hotels mostly do not work that way. The room stays yours until a human at reception marks it close. No mark, no checkout. And a room with no checkout is a room that keeps charging. So the whole game is the handoff at the desk. The mental model most of us bring is, I paid in advance, I leave on the right day, we are done. That model is wrong here in a small but expensive way. In a lot of Indonesian properties, the small guest house in Ubud, the mid-range place in Bandung, even some bigger hotels in Jakarta, your reservation is held open by a person, not by a clock. Reception logs you out. Until they do, the room is occupied on the system. If the next morning rolls around and you are still on the books, the night gets billed. There is a word for the move you are supposed to make. The Indonesian word is pamit. It means to formally take your leave. You do not just go. You go and you say so. Tell the desk you are leaving, get the bill closed in front of you, and only then is it actually finished. 4 things to check before you hand the key back, plus the 1 sentence from the hook. Here they are in order. Step 1, the sentence. When you walk up to reception with your bag, say, "Saya ingin check out." That is, I would like to check out. 5 words. That sentence triggers the whole process. They pull your folio, they print the final bill, they mark the room closed in the system. Without it, none of that happens. The cleaner finding your key on the desk does not count. The smile in the hallway does not count. The sentence at the desk counts. Step 2. Ask for the bill on paper and read it. Every line. You are looking for 4 things that quietly appear: minibar charges, laundry, room service, and tourist taxes or service fees added on at the end. The minibar one is the classic. A bottle of water you did not drink, a snack the previous guest opened. If you see something that is not yours, point at it and say so right there at the desk. Once you are out the door, you are emailing a hotel that has your money. Sort it, standing at the counter. Step 3. Ask about late checkout before you assume anything. Standard checkout in Indonesia is usually noon, sometimes 11. If you want a few more hours, the question to ask the night before or at breakfast is, Bisakah late checkout gratis jika kamar kosong? Can late checkout be free if the room is empty? When the hotel is not full, a lot of properties will give you until 2 or 3 in the afternoon for nothing. If they cannot, ask the price per hour. Budget and mid-range places run about 100 to 300,000 rupiahs an hour. 4- and 5-star places run 200 to 500,000 an hour, and some charge half a night's rate for anything between 2 and 4 hours over. Past about 6 in the evening, most places bill you a full extra night. Know the number before you agree to stay. Step 4. The deposit hold. When you checked in, the hotel almost certainly put a hold on your credit card for incidentals. It is not a charge yet, it is a block. When you check out clean, that block should be released. Ask at the desk, is the deposit being released today? Some places do it on the spot. Some take 3 to 7 business days. Either is fine. What you want is to know which one, so when you see it sitting on your statement next week, you are not panicking. While you are at it, get the final bill emailed to you. A paper copy walks off in your bag and gets lost. The email sits there forever. And one bonus move that is not a step but matters: do not pack the towels, the kettle, the pillow, or the bathrobe. Sounds obvious. People do it absent-mindedly all the time. Indonesian hotels do inventory the room after you leave, and a missing kettle ends up on your card. That is the whole sequence. One sentence, one bill check, one late checkout question, one deposit confirmation. She is checking out of a place in Seminyak. Flight is not until evening. She walks down to reception at 11:30 with her bag. She uses the sentence. The clerk smiles, taps at the screen, prints 2 pages, and slides them across. She reads. 3 lines on the bill she does not recognize. A minibar charge for 40,000 rupiahs, a laundry line for 60, and a service fee at the bottom. The laundry is hers, she forgot. The minibar she did not touch. She points at the minibar line and says, "I did not use this." The clerk picks up the phone. Somebody from housekeeping checks the room, comes back 2 minutes later, the line gets removed. New total prints. She pays. Then the late checkout question. Her flight is at 8. She asks if the room can stay hers until 3 for free. The clerk checks something on the screen. The place is not full tonight, and says yes, until 2. Not 3, but 2 is fine. She thanks him, asks about the deposit hold, learns it will release in 5 business days, and asks for the bill by email. He sends it while she stands there. She checks her phone. It is in her inbox. She walks back upstairs. Total time at the desk? About 6 minutes. Total she saved versus the version where she walked out silently, somewhere north of 1,000,000 rupiahs, and a week of arguing with her credit card company. One thing to add that is not a step. Housekeeping in Indonesia is often tipped, and a lot of travelers do not realize it because nobody asks for it. If the room was kept well over your stay, 20 to 60,000 rupiahs per night left on the pillow on the last morning is the normal range. Not required, not expected from every guest, but it is the quiet courtesy that the people who actually clean your room notice. 4 phrases. All of them earn their keep at the desk. Saya ingin check out. I would like to check out. This is the sentence from the hook. Lead with it. Apakah saya harus lapor saat check out? Do I need to officially check out? Useful at smaller guest houses where the process is not obvious, it confirms that yes, the desk needs to mark you out. Bisakah late checkout gratis jika kamar kosong? Is late checkout free if the room is empty? The negotiating phrase from step 3. Tolong simpan koper saya setelah checkout. Could you store my luggage after I check out? Almost every hotel will hold your bag for the day at no charge. You just have to ask. Here is the version you screenshot. Say, "Saya ingin check out" at the desk. Ask for the bill on paper. Dispute anything wrong before you walk away. Negotiate free late checkout if you want it. Confirm the deposit hold is being released. Get the final bill emailed to you. That is the whole video on one screen. You now know how to leave an Indonesian hotel without the airport surprise. No phantom extra night, no minibar charges for water you did not drink. No deposit hold sitting on your card 3 weeks later with no explanation. 6 minutes at the desk, in the right order, and you are actually gone. The country rewards the traveler who takes the half step of saying things out loud. The half step is small. The difference it makes is not, and on that, most of what you just learned only works if you can get the phrases out at the desk. I made a separate video on the best ways to pick up enough Bahasa Indonesia to handle moments like this. And it includes a lazy method most travelers have never heard of. The one I wish someone had pointed me at years ago. It is on the card popping up on the right of your screen right now. Tap that one when you are done here.